Well, in terms of physically, what we have lost is a lot of the row houses, the character of what Chinatown uh, is supposed to. When you think of the old Chinatown, right? The row houses, what we see in the business district, and even down towards the residential area, there's only a few street of row houses left. And you look over at Bay Village and Beacon Hill, most of those old buildings are still there. So that's the result of not being a protected um, community. And people would say, well, we don't want those old things. As well, you look at Beacon Hill and Bay Village, they're old too. And part of South End, they're old too. But it can be fixed. So it really comes down to resources and the zoning and the policy. Yeah, nobody wants to live in old, dilapidated housing. That's not what we're talking about. Right. So instead, we have a lot of high rises, kind of like surround the old Chinatown. Right? That's not healthy. So we lost that. A lot of housing stock was in place, and you see sometimes people say, oh, we like the new thing because it really shows development. I said, is it development for development's sake? Who's in those developments? So we have a lot more young professional class folks because we're so close to Tufts Medical School, dental school, now Emerson. It's like, so there's a lot of young professionals that would love to live here because it's so close to everything. So that have changed. And I think if you look at the census and also the voting thing, we are at that 50% mark of how many in this community is 50% Chinese. Just 10 years ago was more. So you can see that happening. And we lost a lot of families because what's developed is much too small for family. So people move out, particularly working families. They go to Quincy, Malden, so that you can take the train into Chinatown. But there's better housing stocks there for family. So it's a concern because I don't think, I raised this concern more than 20 years ago when we made the 2020 master plan for Chinatown. And even at that time, I raised it. I said, I can see it in the school population. The number of children that can come to the school is diminishing because there's no housing for families. So unless we reverse that trend, it's not going to be a healthy community when you only have the elderly and young professionals left, that you're missing that family population. I don't know if we can revert that trend because there is no more land to build.